2.5 years ago, when I was chairman of this committee at the time, this subcommittee at the time, we held a hearing to explore a number of competition concerns rising in the digital advertising market. At the time, it wasn't clear exactly what the solution was, but we wanted to understand the problem before we figured out what solutions might exist. And since then, it's become more clear, and here we're going to discuss that today. The solution lies in the Advertising Middlemen Endangering Rigorous Internet Competition Accountability, or America Act. This is one of the acronyms of which I'm most proud with legislation. Very grateful not only to my excellent team in helping to put this together. I'm also very grateful for my co-sponsors, starting with my lead Democratic co-sponsor, Senator Klobuchar. We've also got Senators Cruz, Blumenthal, Rubio, Warren, Schmidt, Hawley, Kennedy, Graham, and Vance. And we're just getting started. We'd love to get Senators Booker and Welsh on board with us as well, and hopefully today's hearing will help with that effort. Now, some may be asking, why focus on this? Why all this fuss just about digital advertising? After all, this isn't necessarily the most high-profile market. Consumers don't necessarily lay awake at night ruminating over whether their favorite website is earning enough money from selling digital advertisements, or whether the shoes that they just bought online might have been a little bit cheaper if the manufacturer had saved a fraction of a penny on 1,000 impressions last month that they paid for in their advertising budget. Instead, we do lay awake at night worrying about other things. We spend a lot of time as Americans worrying about things like how big tech firms sometimes track our location at all times, following us to work, to school, on dates, to church, to the doctor, everywhere else in between. And we worry about large trillion-dollar corporations that control our phones, our watches, our movies and our music, our wallets, our books, our thermostats, appliances, home security systems, cars, even baby monitors, fitness routines, and a whole lot more. We worry about big tech firms giving computers to schools to give to our children, whom they then track and monetize by feeding them endless streams of social media, pornography, and other mindless entertainment, shaping their thoughts and psyches, sometimes with devastating or even deadly consequences. We worry about how these companies might use artificial intelligence to shape and influence how we think, feel, and interact and communicate with the rest of the world, ensuring it's only in ways that are profitable for them, of course. But the fact is that all of this technological and financial hegemony rests on one thing: digital advertising. Because digital ads are how you turn data into money. This is the lifeblood of the tech sector in many respects. That's why the first step towards reining in the power and the predation of the monopolist tech companies is to bring transparency and competition into the digital advertising market. This is an important thing, because without that, you can't really do that. This is the lifeblood of the tech economy, which is why the America Act does what it does, to rein in the power and the predation of these companies. Now, the Department of Justice, along with 33 states and territories and numerous businesses, have all seen some of the same problems and have brought antitrust lawsuits trying to address these issues in court. Antitrust litigation, of course, can be an effective tool to bringing an end to significant and tractable competition problems, but these sorts of things take a long time. This litigation will likely take many years to complete, and even assuming that enforcers are successful at the end of the day in that litigation, it's only going to result in an injunction that applies to a single firm. Congress could solve the problem tomorrow and do so in a way that ensures today's monopolist isn't necessarily replaced by tomorrow's monopolist doing the exact same thing. So I'm very grateful to our panel of witnesses here to educate us and enlighten us on these issues, and I look forward to our conversation and ultimately to helping advance the America Act one step closer to the President's desk. Thank you.